Hello children, exercise 5.2. Differentiate the following functions with respect to x. So first question, sine of x square plus 5. Let y equal to sine of x square plus 5. Put t equal to x square plus 5. So y equal to sine t. Substituting x square plus 5 as t. So y equal to sine t. We have to find dy by dx. We have to differentiate the functions with respect to x. So we have to find dy by dx. The functions is in the form of t. So to get dy by dx, multiply and divide by dt so that we can get dy by dx. So dy by dt into dt by dx. This function we can differentiate with respect to t, and this function we can differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dt, here y is sin t, dy by dt is cos t, and t is x square plus 5. We can differentiate this function with respect to x. dt by dx, which is equal to 2x. So differentiating constant we get 0. So dy by dt is cos t and dt by dx is 2x. Substituting here, dy by dx equal to dy by dt is cos t into dt by dx is 2x. So replacing the value of t, we get cos of x square plus 5 into 2x. So dy by dx, which is equal to cos of x square plus 5 into 2x. So differentiation can be done using chain rule. So chain rule is that dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. So sine of x square plus 5, another method of finding this. So dy by dx, which is equal to differentiating sine, we get cos of x square plus 5. So again differentiating this with respect to x. So we can add one more step, d by dx of x square plus 5, which is equal to cos of x square plus 5. d by dx of x square is 2x and constant is 0. So 2x plus 0. So dy by dx is cos of x square plus 5 into 2x. Second question, differentiate the functions with respect to x. Again we have to find dy by dx. Second question is cos of sin x. So let y equal to cos of sin x. Put sin x as t. Then this will become y equal to cos t. So we have to find dy by dx. Here dt by dx, we can differentiate with respect to x. So dt by dx, we get cos x, and dy by dt, differentiating this with respect to t, dy by dt is minus sin t. So to find dy by dx, dy by dt into dt by dx, which is equal to minus sin t into cos x, which is equal to minus sin, replacing t, we have sin x, minus sin of sin x into cos x. Otherwise, y equal to cos of sin x. So dy by dx is, differentiating cos, we get minus sin of sin x, and differentiating again this d by dx of sin x, which is equal to minus sin of sin x. d by dx of sin x is cos x. Third question, sine of ax plus, put ax plus b as t, then y will become sin t. Differentiating this with respect to x, dt by dx, which is a, and dy by dt, which is cos t. Then to find dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx, which is equal to cos t into a. Replacing cos t, So cos t is ax plus b, cos of ax plus b into a. Or we can write dy by dx, differentiating sign, we get cos of ax plus b into d by dx of ax plus b, we get cos of ax plus b into a. Fourth question, y equal to secant of tan root x. Put root x as t and s is equal to tan t and y is secant of s. So we have to find dy by dx, differentiating this with respect to x. So dt by dx. So using the formula x power n, which is equal to nx to the power of n minus 1. Root x is x power half, half of x power half minus 1, which is minus half. So 1 by 2 into root x. So dt by dx is 1 by 2 root x and ds by dt. We have to differentiate s with respect to t. So ds by dt, which is equal to secant square t. So differentiating y with respect to s. So dy by ds, which is equal to secant s tan s. So we have to find dy by dx. So dy by ds into ds by dt into dt by dx. So equal to secant s tan s. S is tan t, t is root x. So secant of tan root x, tan of tan root x, ds by dt is secant square t. T is root x. So secant square root x into dt by dx, which is 1 by 2 root x. Fifth question. Let y equal to sine of ax plus b by cos of cx plus d using the quotient rule. So u by v, which is v into u dash minus u into v dash. U dash is du by dx and v dash is dv by dx. So u is sine of ax plus b. So u dash, which is du by dx. So differentiating this, sine of ax plus b is cos of ax plus b, and again using chain rule, differentiating ax plus b, which is equal to cos of ax plus b into d by dx of ax plus b is a. So u dash is cos of ax plus b into a. V is cos of cx plus d. So differentiating this, differentiating cos, we have minus sine of cx plus d. Again differentiating this, d by dx of cx plus d. So we get minus sine of cx plus d. D by dx of cx plus d is, using quotient rule, y equal to u by v. So v square, v into u dash minus u into v dash. V is cos of cx plus d whole square. So cos square of cx plus d. So v into u dash. V is cos of cx plus d. U dash is cos of ax plus b into a minus u into v dash. U is sine of ax plus b into v dash is minus sine of cx plus d into c. So minus into minus plus, sine of cx plus d into c, which is dy by dx. Sixth question, let y equal to cos of x cube sine square of x power 5. Here we have product of two functions. We have to use product rule. uv of whole dash, which is equal to u into v dash plus v into u dash. We can take u as cos of x cube and v is sine square of x power 5. So u equal to cos of x cube. So we can directly differentiate this, otherwise we can take x cube as t. So differentiating this dt by dx, which is equal to 3 into x square. So u equal to cos of x cube is t. So differentiating this with respect to t, we get minus of sin t. So using chain rule, du by dx, which is equal to du by dt into dt by dx. So minus sin t, we can change t as x cube. So minus x cube, dt by dx is 3x square. So du by dx, which is equal to minus x sin x cube into 3x square. Then we sin square x power 5. Put t equal to x power 5. Then s equal to sin t. Then we can write v equal to s square. X power 5 is t, then s will become sin t, then v will become s square. So differentiating t with respect to x, dt by dx, which is equal to 5 into x power 4, ds by dt, which is cos t, and dv by ds, which is 2s. We need to find dv by dx, which is equal to dv by ds into ds by dt into dt by dx, which is equal to 2s is sin t, t is x power 5 into ds by dt is cos t is x power 5. So cos x power 5, dt by dx is 5x power 4. So we found du by dx and dv by dx. So using the product rule, we have to substitute this. So using the product rule, u into v dash plus v into u dash. So u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx, which is equal to u is cos x power 3 into dv by dx is, so we can write this as 5 into 2, 10 x power 4. So 10 x power 4 sin x power 5 cos x power 5 plus v into, v is sin square x power 5, du by dx is minus of, so we can change this as minus sin x cube into 3x square. Seventh question, let y equal to 2 into root of cot x square. Put x square as t and cot t as s, then y will become 2 into root s. So differentiating this, dt by dx, which is equal to 2x, differentiating s with respect to t, ds by dt, so cot t, which is minus cosecant square t, replacing t minus cosecant square, t is 2 x square, so minus cosecant square x square, and differentiating this dy by ds, take root s as s power half. So using the formula nx to the power of n minus 1, so half s to the power of minus half, which is 1 by 2 root s. So half of s, so 2 and 2 will be cancelled, 1 by root s is cot t and t is x square, so root of cot x square. Now we have to find dy by dx. dy by dx, which is equal to dy by ds into ds by dt into dt by dx. dy by dx is 1 by root of cot x square. ds by dt is minus cosecant square x square. dt by dx is 2x. So dy by dx, which is equal to 1 by root of cot x square into minus cosecant square x square into 2x, which is equal to minus 2x by root of cot x square cosecant square x square. 8th question, let y equal to cos root x. Put root x as t, then y will become cos t. Differentiating this, we get dt by dx, which is equal to 1 by 2 root x. dy by dt, which is equal to minus sin t, which is equal to minus sin t is root x. So dy by dx, it is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx, which is equal to minus sin root x by 2 root x. 9th question, prove that the function f is given by f of x equal to modulus of x minus 1, x belongs to R, is not differentiable at x equal to 1. So modulus of x minus 1, so positive of x minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 1, and minus of x minus 1, which is 1 minus x if x is less than 1. So to the right of 1 we have x minus 1, to the left of 1 we have 1 minus x. So using f dash of c, which is equal to f of c plus h minus f of c whole by h, where limit h tends to 0. So let f be a real function and c is a point in its domain, then the derivative of f at c, that is f dash of c, is defined as limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c by h, provided limit exist. So right hand derivative at x equal to 1. So using a limit h tends to 0, 1 plus h minus f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 by h, which is equal to the right of 1 we have f of x is defined to be x minus 1. So substituting f of 1 plus h, which is limit h tends to 0, 1 plus h minus 1 minus of 1 minus 1 whole by h. So 1 and 1 will get cancelled, this will become 0. So we have h by h, which is equal to limit h tends to 0, h by h, which is 1. Now we have to find left hand derivative at x equal to 1. So using limit h tends to 0, f of 1 minus h minus f of 1 whole by h, which is equal to limit h tends to 0, 1 minus of 1 minus h minus 1 minus 1 whole by h. So this will become 0. So minus h by h, which is equal to minus 1. So right hand derivative is plus 1 and left hand derivative is minus 1. So right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative, which implies that f is not differentiable at x equal to 1.